Thanks for sticking with me. Now we're on to chapter 2. In this section, I really want to spend some time and go over petunias. Petunias are one of those plants that sometimes people are scared of. They feel like they need to go pick all those little blossoms off. Every single petunia that I'm going to talk to you about is sterile, which means it doesn't produce seed, which means that once it produces all those seed pockets, it stops blooming. That doesn't happen here. So you don't have to keep picking off all the blossoms to keep it going. They are going to keep going, and you're going to water it and fertilize it, and it's going to be awesome and beautiful. The other thing to remember is all these plants we're going to talk about need full direct sunlight. I mean, as much sun as possible. It cannot be too hot. You cannot give them too much sun. If you have a shady porch or patio area where it maybe only gets half a day of sun, petunias are not the right option. You want to put these where they get tons and tons of sunlight. I've gone through thousands of different plants and put together a list of our top petunia varieties that you can choose from for your basket. Remember, down below this video is the link to the PDF so you can follow along with me. The first one is called Royal Magenta. This has been, I started doing this when I was in high school, and I'm not going to tell you how long ago that was because that would age me, but ever since I was in high school, we have been having Royal Magenta. It's one of my mom's favorites. It's this beautiful magenta color. It's pretty vigorous. It's going to get pretty big, like 3 to 4 feet long, but it's beautiful. It'll work in any of the baskets, works great. The next one, it's called Heartbeat. And if you look closely at those white petals, it looks like there's little pink hearts kind of painted on the petals. Really, really cute. It's not super vigorous. So I'll tell you some other ones that are going to be really vigorous. This one is it's a little more petite, which I guess is fitting for the Heartbeat. Indian Summer, I actually have some of these petunias here. This is how they arrive to me. This is what I get. We get thousands of these in this time of year. You'll notice right now it's more yellow. During the summertime, as the amount of heat and light increases or decreases depending on the time of the year, the color of this flower actually changes from a really bright yellow this time of year to more of an orange. The nice thing about that is you get more than one color in the basket. And your basket kind of changes with the season. So it's a great plant, full sun. Remember, Black Mamba, it is black. It is not a very vigorous grower. I like to put this in the top of the baskets because you don't want it to compete with the other ones. It'll get run over by them. Royal Velvet is just like Royal Magenta on the other side there. It's just a main beautiful color that goes well with anything. So I use it a lot. Royal Velvet's great. Bordeaux, they call these vein petunias. It looks like there's veins going through the petunia. Really pretty. I like to put it with other vein petunias. I think it looks good. This also works great with Royal Velvet. They play really nicely together. The one after that is Charm Pink Star. This Proven Winners is a branding company, a marketing company, and this they've designated as their annual of the year. You'll see this in a lot of the magazines. It goes nonstop. It blooms all summer long. It's really easy to take care of. It's kind of a medium vigor. It's great. I don't know what else to say about it, but it's a really nice pink and white petunia to go in your baskets. Itsy Magenta is actually brand new. And the picture, it was hard for me to find a good picture for you. The picture that you see next to me, the flower is tiny, tiny. It's hard to see in the picture, but in the summertime, when that basket is blooming, it's covered in millions of these tiny itsy blossoms, and it's just this huge colorful palette for you to put stuff with. One of the things I like to pair with it is some silver trailers, and you have that magenta and the silver. It's beautiful. It's great. Trailing Deep Red is after that. Nice deep red. Autumn Mystery is the one after that. That's the one we were talking about that it was a mystery to me on what to put with it, but beautiful color. It's so unique. It's so different. You're welcome to use that in your basket. The next ones are the Vistas. There's Vista Snowdrift, Vista Fuchsia, and Vista Bubblegum. These guys are monsters. Huge, very vigorous plants. If you put this with Black Mamba, I was telling you earlier, is kind of petite, they'll eat it alive. They'll just march right over it in the basket. You'll never see it. So be careful what you put with these. You want to make sure that they're going to keep up with the plant. And I'll talk about some of those. Bee's Knees, brand new petunia for this year, 2021. A yellow petunia is hard to come by. You don't see it very often. And this one is a true nice yellow. Really great petunia. It's brand new for this year. Picasso in Purple. How unusual, right? It's got like the green around the outside and the purple in the center. Beautiful petunia, grows well all summer, kind of medium vigor, very different. I like to pair this with a lime green or a yellow, something that kind of complements with the green in there. The next whole line there across that PDF is the Starry Sky, Night Sky petunias. Night Sky, the one in the center there, was the first one to come out. It's like a blue with, it looks like a blue that's been like white paint splatted at it. There's all these sparkles, night stars. I guess that's where it gets its name. And ever since then, they've expanded. Night Sky is our #1 selling petunia at the farm because it's beautiful. And now you have all these others that go with it. So new this year is Electric Sky, which is a nice purple. And then there's Crystal Sky, which is, to me, almost, it looks a little more muted. It's not so much in your face, but it's another beautiful plant. And then Pink Sky and Burgundy Sky. All of those great plants, kind of medium vigor, great petunias. The last ones on the page, they really kind of knock your socks off. Midnight Gold is this ruffled petunia that has kind of gold around the black. Beautiful, beautiful blossoms. And then the one next to it is Pink Diamond. They're kind of both bred by the same breeder. Pink Diamond has white around the outside with pink in the center. They're beautiful. They're wonderful plants. But I do tell you this. Remember how I talked about in the beginning how you don't need to pick any blossoms off of these? So these two, the blossoms are so thick and full that sometimes they kind of stick on the plant. I like to go through just like cosmetically, take some of those blossoms off. It's not going to make it bloom anymore, but I think makes it look a little better. So just something to remember if you want to put these in your customized basket. Remember, petunias, full sun, all day long. They bloom all summer. You don't have to pick any flowers off. These are great additions to your custom basket. But let me tell you a little bit about Calibrachoa in chapter number 3.